Hello. So, I guess this is a drive with me. I don't really know. Apparently, I don't. I'm not a YouTuber. I just record things sometimes and put it up here whenever I feel guided to do so. Lots of times I don't even do it when I'm supposed to be guided to do it. I don't even do it because I'm like, who the hell is gonna watch me sitting here talking about nothing? But apparently they got somebody who was supposed to be doing it because they want me to record this video. So hey, it is what it is. It's about self-love today. Okay. Now I've been getting things all left, right, sideways, every which kind of way, so I don't know which way it's supposed to be, but well, not really which way it's supposed to be, but I've been getting like lots of different like questions, I guess, in my brain. Hello, 2021, apparently this is where our life is now, where I keep getting things like sent to me telepathically. And it's like, I don't know, I was looking back and I was trying to get rid of sorry, not Rhoda. You know, the phlegm kind of jumps back. I've been getting some things about self-love recently, right? Just about people. And as I'm going back through my stuff, and I've been really trying to unlearn the toxicity that I learned. And that I feel like we as a society kind of learn. Like, not everything is done by your parents. Not everything is, oh, your parents did this, so that's the reason why. Not everything is like that. Some things are a societal thing, right? They come from the super ego. Some things are things that society has decided is what you do. But it's not necessarily global society, but it's little tiny individual cliques, right? So my very first video I put up on here, up on this channel, was about me talking about how I'm asexual. Okay, I'm on that asexual spectrum. It really just kind of fluctuates most of the time. It's very based. I'm more based off energy than anything. Okay, I don't know a better way to describe that than that. But it was something. See, yeah, I'm about to say something now because the phone done flipped. That's how you know you're about to say something good when the phone flipped. Okay. Oh, see, there it is again. They really don't want me to say whatever it is I'm about to say. It's gonna help somebody with something, I hope. Maybe. I don't know. That's why they got me. I don't even know why we record. I just recorded for my own personal sake, I guess. Anyway. As I'm going back, looking over different things, you know, I've been trying to learn a lot of different things about the subconscious. The subconscious, I'm a Scorpio, we tend to rule over the subconscious. For the way my astrological chart is set up, I'm like deep into the subconscious of the like global thinking or whatever. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. It's like it's deep. I would have to like do a whole other thing if we're talking about the psychology of that, because there's the super id and the ego, and there's an island, and there's like thing, and I'm super watery, so it's like I'm in the subconscious down below in the water. So it's a full thing to try and like really show you what I'm talking about. Okay, we ain't going into all that. What we're going into is that I go back in time to unlearn things that I previously learned. Unlearn. The thing I've been trying to unlearn a lot is comparisons. Comparisons really don't get you anywhere, right? But we've been taught to compare over and over again, right? Now, if you are a sibling, you're kind of taught to compare in the home because it's just kind of how things are. right? There's more than one person there, so there's like comparisons, right? I'm noticing this now with my 4 cats, which is crazy. But I really do analyze my cats. Don't think that they just sitting there without me trying to learn something psychologically about them. They are creatures. They do have functioning brains. Just, I mean, I'll be like, oh, well, they're not human, so they are not intelligent. I mean, all these people are, they more intelligent than we are. Okay? How a cat sitting there getting fed, shitting all goddamn day, and just laying around getting taken care of just for being a cat. And we out here working and shit. They smarter than us, okay? Fucking dolphins, all these animals. That's what I'm saying. Like, we over here think that we're so damn smart because we're so technologically advanced and we have corporations and all. Like, we think we're so damn smart, especially this generation. It's very egotistical. That's where the boomer thing comes in. That's what I be trying to tell people about, right? But it's like, oh, we're just the shit because we have technology now, and these other things have not created technology yet. They also don't have depression, do they? I mean, they might, but we don't hear about it nearly as often as we do in humans. Okay, they got some anxiety. Sometimes they do. I do have a cat with anxiety, but like, it don't nearly flare up as much as it does for humans. Okay. Most time it flares up with humans that come around. They give off bad energy, and then that's when they start like, ooh. That's when the cats start. Ooh, they be like energy sensors. Okay, energy sensors. So as I'm going back through all this stuff and all the stuff that I've had and picked up in my it's like, what have you picked up in your subconscious, right? People have photographic memories. What pictures do you take? You know what I mean? And it was one of those things, like, I never really understood the science of taking pictures. I mean, I understood the science. I understand you take pictures, people like to have memories. But it's one of those things where how many mental pictures do you have? Do you have more mental pictures of you in your life, or do you have more mental pictures of everyone else in their life? And I say that because on the self-love thing, journey, whatever it is, they wanted me to talk about, okay? If you have too much of everybody else around, or too much energy, or too many of those types of pictures, it's way too easy to compare between yourself and these other people because you keep seeing them all the time, right? So that's why, like, social media is one of those things, like, you get on, you get off. You don't spend too much time on it. It's just not healthy. It's not healthy to do something in too much. It's all balance. It's all moderation. We all got to find out that little thing, right? But I say this all to say because, this is what I was meant to get to earlier. And I can't even answer my phone because it's messed up. Whoever cursed my phone, somebody out there really cursed my phone. I feel like I got sent a whole curse. I really do not know what happened. Okay, I really do not know what happened. It's been a thing. We ain't gonna discuss that. Okay, just do not send me the evil eye today. Okay, it'll be a whole thing. Okay, a whole thing. Where's my lighter? I don't even know why. Oh, this is what I was getting to. Damn, it's been in the car too long. So we have this thing where we do these comparisons that just do not need to be done. Okay, first of all, but I remember asking, because I feel like people can. I feel like you can delay your own growth by not asking or not seeking the knowledge that you want to require, right? Like, if you want to know something, you're not advancing yourself by not asking for it. You're only sitting there wishing you had it instead of solving your own problem. You're just letting the problem linger there. Okay. So when it came to a whole bunch of people, I would ask, how to solve this problem, because I had this problem. Okay? And I think that was, a lot of people thought that was so weak for me to admit that I had the problem. But to me, I'm like, well, shit, the only way I'm going to solve it is if I admit I have it and get some answers. Okay? That's just what it is. I got to admit that I have it and then get some answers about it. Okay, let me figure, okay, so what do I do next? How do I, that's what I'm saying. When I get led to do things like this, I get led to do things like this. So I don't know. This is what happened. It's going to take me whatever. I'm not, you know, you got to ask the questions. I'm trying to get to, you got to ask the, you really do have to ask the questions like, how do I do this? What do I do? Where do I go? Who do I speak to? What do I get? And how do I upgrade? That's the most important level. Because you can get to one level and then never upgrade past that level. And people really, 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 really get upset when you do try to upgrade past that level. And they will go so far as to not even tell you how to upgrade past that level, because they don't want to see you at a new level, right? Now, and this is not everybody. A lot of people who are, you know, have learned different things will tell you, right? Here's the people I'm talking about. Okay, are the people who are not even there yet themselves, but they want to act like they're so above somebody else. Ooh, see, this is why I be saying they be having me speak through this. I don't know who that one was for, because that sounded rude and mean. So whoever needed to hear that like that, I apologize to you. But that sounded, ooh, somebody has been out there thinking that they was doing something that they really ain't out here doing. They trying to make it. See, the phone done fell over. Okay. They're trying to make it seem like it's something so much bigger than what it is, or I don't know. Like, oh, you can't get here. I've gone beyond the stars. That's not really, but that's really, I'm trying to describe what I'm feeling and what's the energy that got sent to me, because I really am having to, it's like, when you do these comparisons, right? You start having some sort of form of superiority. That's where the ego comes in. That's what people most likely mention as the ego, right? Because if you're following what society says to a certain degree, a lot of people feel like, oh, well, I'm in the super ego. I'm going with the collective, the highest, or what the most politically correct of everything, and never putting anything out of that is authentically you. You're always just trying to be a robot. That's really what it turns out to be. And some people feel like, okay, well, I'm the best robot out there. Hello, random white guy, homeless guy on the bunch. I don't know what that was. He's just sitting there waving like, I'm over here talking with my hand over here. I don't know, doing a little wave. I don't know what this is, but apparently I was waving to him. My spirit was waving to him. I don't know. Hey, 2021, who the hell knows anymore? Cool. So, basically, the comparisons are just too much. The comparisons are just too much. They happen globally, everywhere. There's too many damn comparisons of people, right? So once you eliminate that within yourselves, right? A lot of people have a hard time with doing that. But I'm telling you, if you're comparing yourself to this other person, you are giving so much attention to. That's why, like, celebrity culture, it's not even celebrity culture, it's comparison culture. That's really what it is, okay? Oh my God, these numbers. Oh my God, these numbers. oh my God, these numbers. Okay, look at the other numbers, because the other numbers don't add up either to the, This is really gonna go on the YouTube spirit. Y'all really trying to get me. I really feel like sometimes they be trying to get me fucked up out here, but then the good stuff happens after I do it, so hey. I don't know. This is my problem. I'll be too worried about the super ego and the evil eye to really even express my damn self. That's what I'm saying. I had to learn. I'm learning as we go. Now, I was on the private scale, not on the global scale. They're trying to get me on the global scale. I got all afraid again. I'm like, oh, okay, we back to being 16 again. Hold the hell on now. We trying to go on the YouTubes and shit. I don't know if I'm going to be perceived very well on the YouTubes and the public global perception out here. But, it is such a, comparing yourself to anybody else does not provide you with growth. And I think that along the way in life, you kind of start noticing that, right? Because the same people you were comparing yourself to in high school are in a whole different arena than the people you're around currently. And it's funny because I've never been the type to, I shouldn't say I've never been the type, because I have held on to people when I should not have held on to people. But I don't, okay, Mr. Super Fast Truck over here, you just think you gonna get somewhere with that smoky ass exhaust pipe. I feel like you probably should get that checked out while you're trying to speed in front of every goddamn body. Gonna blow us up over here. Okay, we a bomb. Sorry, I got road rage. I legit have road rage. Who was I at? I feel so, why am I on the YouTubes? Why am I recording this? I guess to prove it to myself that I do this and that these are really my thoughts. I think that's kind of what they're trying to get me to do, because I do this all the time. And I just have this thought. I don't share it, and I should. I should. When you stop comparing yourself to other people, you start comparing yourself to yourself. And that can be just as scary. Because then you start playing out a timeline and you go, okay, so this version of me has to make it past 30 at this spot and this location and have this much money and be in this spot. And this version of me at 18 should have done this. And you start doing that. And if you've done it ever since you were small, you've now created conflict in both your inner and your outer worlds. Now you have created wormholes in both your inner and outer worlds. You basically fuck up both your inner and your outer universe. Because now your inner universe is like, has to figure out where, okay, so I have this much time to do this and this and this and this and this, and really time is just irrelevant, because Lord knows we already 2020, hello, what y'all do all last year? Sat in the house, ate some chips, watch some Netflix, ain't been nowhere. all this time is gone. What happened to it? It's just gone. Where'd it go? Can I catch it again and to go back to another porn to go back and find it? Oh no, it's gone now. It's gone. You gotta live in the now to get the now. And when you start living it now, you don't compare yourself to your future or your past or whatever. Within reason, of course. I mean, you know, we got to like think like a couple weeks ahead, or, you know, think long. Like, you want to make sure that you're good for long term. Make sure that you're stable for long term. But I always try to prioritize long term stability over short-term happiness, right? The problem is that, like, I'm looking like, well, not in my diet, which I need to change, but like, I'm trying to drink more water now. I'm on the water train. Everybody drink your waters. Get your waters out, everybody. You gotta have water. We're not, I don't want to pee. My point being to say that, you know, if you have an unhealthy behavior, you can just change it. No matter all this, oh, I wish I want, blah, blah, blah. No, we just don't do it. Okay, I need to be drinking more water. Why? Just, okay, I need to be drinking more water. Okay, I'm gonna go get the water. You ain't got to go through all the dramatics. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got the time. Not a single person on this earth has the time to go through all the dramatics of the moans and the groans and the, oh, I wish I could just, you know? The same way, like the moans and groans of me being on this camera, okay? I'm addressing it. I've seen it. I'm doing it myself. I'm addressing it. I'm trying to solve the issue currently as we go, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just kind of a thing. We just gotta try and do that currently, okay? But just the self-love thing is hypnotic in a sense. And it's hypnotic because it's at the core. It's not, it shines from within. I'm in the middle of laser hair removal surgery currently. So I have, my hair grows back in patches, and it grows quite often. I really, especially on this, it's like my hair has been growing, and I try to shave, and it just, like, it's not the laser's fault, because I'm just now starting doing my face, but it's like one of those things, like, wow, I didn't realize my hair naturally just grows back so fast. More faster than I thought, and I thought it grew fast before, but this is what it is. It's the, okay, so even without all this, right? Because a lot of people be like, oh, I need, what was it? I think it's just because I was watching Fairly Odd Parents the other day, and just like, oh, and Timmy was just like, oh, I need makeup. Everybody's like, oh, I need makeup. And I'm like, okay, so I do want to learn makeup, because I do like the art that goes with makeup. Like, a lot of times people can, especially like that wing, I don't know why, I feel like that would, revealing too much. Anyway, it's just an inner thing. It's an inner thing. It's an inner thing. It's a thing where, okay, so I'm living right now in this moment. In this moment, I'm driving in the middle of the country. Why? Because it's peaceful. There's less people. There's less noise in my head. I don't know if people understand that. Like, these people live on the country, like, yeah, it's so quiet, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, you know, it is. And you know what it really is? It's not even that it's necessarily that quiet. It's that they're around people with clear consciences, right? Because you can still be around people with a clear conscience. I went to, where was it, the DMV? And whatever, since COVID started, there wasn't that many people up in there, right? They have social distance, everything, whatever. It's not even the DMV up here, but whatever. You know what I'm talking about when I said the DMV. Okay? And when you go, that was a while ago too, it wasn't recent. But, went up there, and the guy was like, you know, it's just so nice. We all just, you're just so quiet in here. It feels like you can just hear what everybody's thinking. And I was like, oh, you don't put that out there, because sometimes we really can't hear what people are thinking. Sometimes we can. Okay. It is like, but it's just like so clear. Like, it's positivity was flowing out of everybody. It was a negativity flowing out of everybody all the time. And in there's certain environments you get in where negativity flows out of everybody. And so you end up you fighting off all that negativity coming within as you're trying to work within to make sure you radiate the positive out, and the negative just keeps pouring on in. And you're like, where are you getting all the, that's why I be all extra particular about doing things and going somewhere, protecting your energy at all costs. That may be introverted thing and self-preservation for a Scorpio. I don't know what you want to call it. INFJ, introverted personality. It's so many different things I just seen to describe what this is, and all of it is describing is that some shit I don't like, I don't put up with. I'm trying to look at the road, so I'm not like eyeing y'all. I'm really trying to look at the road, but then sometimes it does lead me to an eye. So I guess that really does happen. I'm just trying to let it happen, you know. Hey, just trying to let it happen. When I look back at things in comparisons and things that I lost and things that I learned, because I learned a lot of things from the wrong way. So a lot of people always want to know this, and like, no, I learned it from the wrong way, you know, like the wrong way. So I guess what I'm saying is that I learned what I do want from finding out what I don't want. A lot of people don't do things that way, right? A lot of people don't do things in the hard way. They get fucked up 5 times over from Sunday. But some people really just go and they, I don't want to say test the waters, but it's like they, you know, they want this at this time, and they want that at that time, and they want this at this time, and they want that at that time, right? So you're finding out kind of what you really want through what you like through seeing all these different things, like what you see, like, okay, so I like this, I want to take part in this. What are you interested in? That's what you're kind of going with, right? And I feel like when you're asexual, I don't even know. Like, for me, it's just like, it's one of those things where I was just like, oh my god, where like every time I try and do anything, it feels like someone's trying to persuade me to do something else, right? Or someone's trying to persuade me to be in this energy when I was not in this energy at this moment. Or someone's trying to someone's trying to make me do something this way. And it's all energy manipulation. It's definitely a thing. But it's all where it's like someone's always, it feels like someone's just trying to be like, oh, I need you to do this, like this, and be like this. And they're just like trying to do like these suggestions, these subjective, like they're trying to suggest things at you. You know, that's the thing that people, and you're like, okay, so that's not who I am at my core. I know who I am, so you trying to suggest this on me doesn't work, and then they get mad. Like, you just I don't understand what's going on here. You're not acting like I wanted you to act. Oh, honey, that's because I'm a person. I don't do that. If you want something like, you better go buy a puppet somewhere. They got puppets in the stores. You can buy little strings. You can have them say whatever you want them to say. Okay, do whatever you want them to do. This ain't what I is. Okay, I is a person. I do what I'm wanting to do. So I don't know what who was needing to hear this, who was needing to hear that, what is in this, what is being in this telepathic web that is happening right now, or what is this, like a global thing that maybe people just don't understand, that is truly about how you making a boundary does not make you a bad person. It just makes you a person, and it makes you a healthy person. Because if you if you settle for anything, what is it? If you get down with anything, you ain't standing up for nothing. It was something like that. I don't remember what the little thing was, okay? But point of the matter is, you over there trying to just agree with what everybody else is doing or what everybody else got going on. Where the heck is you at? Is you or is you everybody else? Do you see more pictures of you or do you see more pictures of them? Do you see more of them in you or do you see more of you in them? Who is the one who is commanding this energy in your life? I would hope it would be you. I would hope it would be you. I would hope it would be you in your own life. That you are, you know, the one who is, and here's the thing about it, we can't control everything. What we can control is our approach, our thought process, right? Now, sometimes our thought process happens because we think so fast. You know, electricity, how fast does electricity move? Shit, if I know the numbers, but it's really quick. Okay, the things be moving, the sparks be happening. Okay, there's a whole chemical reaction that happens very, very fast. Our brain is full of chemicals. They react very, very fast. Okay, you know, you either switch to a bomb or something, and boom, whatever, and everything is blown up, and it's all gone that fast. Okay, our brain can work that fast. You can set yourself with a fuse in your brain and literally light the fuse and blow your own self up just that fast. That's how fast it's a mental, spiritual, like psychological. It's a thing that we do. It's self-destructive. Is what it is. That's how it's described. It's self-destructive. And what it does. Oh, am I really being an after school special right now? What it does is that you have thoughts that you may not even think that you had, that you've been programmed from other people to have, that are just lingering in the back of your mind because you did not set up a boundary before. Right? So if you don't formulate your own opinion, you adopt someone else's opinion. And until you find out information for yourself, you can then update your opinion based off the information that you have seen for yourself. But when you're adopting other people's opinion, you have to also still realize that you've adopted someone else's other opinion, or this is the knowledge that you heard from somebody else. This is not knowledge that you have researched yourself. When I it's like, this is the knowledge I have not heard from, this is knowledge I've researched myself. Now I've researched this, I cannot be persuaded. This is what I've known, this is what I've read, this is what I've seen with my 2 eyes, this is what I've experienced, this is what's been going on, you know, whatever. Like, clearly, look, I'm getting this message from somewhere. Okay, so this is the documentation, I guess it's what we're doing for documentational purposes. I don't even know. I'm just doing whatever I'm told. Okay, I would like, but the fact that I'm wondering that, I was provided with an answer, documentary. Okay, that's an answer. It may not be the answer I wanted, but it's an answer. Okay, we're just gonna leave it at that and move on. That's what I'm like. You just don't hold on to shit. You just can't hold on to shit too much. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, like if you're living in the moment, you cannot worry about the past or the future that intently, because you're so busy on this moment. I'm focused on this message, focused on this drive, whatever. I probably should be parked somewhere, to be perfectly honest, but the motion helps with the channeling for me. The motion helps. Because I feel like I'm going through the portals, I guess. Clairsentient? I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'm too damn psychic. Don't send me the evil eye, please. Because like I said, I'm too damn psychic. So... oh. You may not like what my subconscious feeds back. And I might not even be aware I'm doing it. Because I'm too damn psychic. Oh, it's a thing. It's a thing. I will notice myself doing these things and go, oh, you know what? Well, oh well then. If we in this type of energy right now, we must be in this type of energy for a reason. So whatever I'm in and whatever I'm feeling has to be valid because I'm fucking feeling it. Whatever I'm being told to do has to be what it is because I'm being told to do it. Yes, I'm that person. I'm that spiritualist person. I really will. I have a whole sage in my car. Okay, I keep it in my car, Lord knows, because if I walk up in the building and some people on some shit, I ain't trying to be on that shit with them. Okay, I'm gonna come back out here and sage when I get in the car, because I'm trying to stay sanctified over here every way I can. Okay, I don't care. That was me turning. That wasn't because I got to go back the other direction. So I don't care. Sorry, y'all, I turned and the camera with whatever. But I don't care if y'all talking about people with the sage or whatever else y'all be, you know. Hey, I'm hating on the people with the sage. They crazy, whatever. I guess so. Maybe I am crazy, but you know what? I'm doing better off than you, because you watching me trying to learn a lesson about self-love that you was trying to need. So, How is it that the crazy people always got the information that you need? And I've had to find this out from selling insurance. I sell insurance, life insurance, health insurance too. A few different states, mainly in Michigan. That's where I'm at, but I'm selling in a few different states. If you need something, let me know. I should really start putting it out there. You need something, let me know, because I need to start getting some ALP. But it's a full thing where I went to these people's houses. I went to the Trumpies' houses. And they try to tell me some things that were just blatant lies. Okay, just blatant lies. But that's the point, is that they were trying so hard to make me believe the shit, and it was such a blatant lie. And I think that's really what, like, Trump highlighted for a lot of you know, like, some people really can't believe these things that are blatant lies, right? Because they have no sense of self. So they just believe whatever somebody else is telling them. But if you have a good sense of self or a strong sense of self, you don't believe all the other random bullshit. You just take what you know and what you do believe in, and the parts that you have found out, and you run with that. And you leave the other parts. Okay, this is what I heard from this other person. Now, I don't believe it to 100% be true. I'm going to do some research on it. Okay, I'm gonna formulate my own opinion. I'm going to get a strong sense of self. I'm not going to let anybody manipulate me into being or saying or doing anything that I don't want to be, say, or do. Okay, this is who the fuck I am. You know? And it's hard, especially for when you're not a straight person. When you're just not a straight person, like it's hard for a whole bunch of groups of people. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. The purge, it comes out everywhere. Oh, this ascension is a lot. Oh, I'm trying to be on the good foot. Okay. So. But it's for a lot of different people with a lot of different, I'm trying to watch the road, so a lot of different people in a lot of different situations in which it's not even that, oh my gosh, oh my goodness, wow, how could you ever do one of these? How could you be like that? How could you? How could you ever? How could you do what you did? It had to become public opinion from somewhere. It had to be something you wanted to do from somewhere. You were honoring some part of yourself when you did something, when you looked at that thing and you thought it was interesting, right? What you then turned around and did afterward is dishonored yourself when you said, like okay, so let's say I'm looking at, I don't know, let's say I'm looking at, I don't know, doing farming, right? Being a potato farmer, farming some potatoes out there, whatever. And if that was like the very first thing that came to my head when I said I want to do something different, and that was the very first thing that popped into my head, and I looked into it for 2 seconds. Oh God, this is a tight turn. Sorry. And you look into it for like 2 seconds, and then don't bother with it again, from there, I've chosen to dishonor myself, my higher self, as that, because my higher self was the one who initiated, this is what I need to be doing for my higher purpose, right? So when you stop dishonoring that part of you that wants to do this thing, because the part of you that's going to make you dishonor it is going to be the anxiety. The anxiety is the part that makes you not be honest with yourself about things. Or that's the part that tells you that you can't do something. Or that's the part that says, oh, well, you should just give up now before you even get started. That's what that is. I dropped the whole blunt. See, this is what I'm talking about. Why they got me filming a video? The phone keep falling. My blunt done fell. My little comb keep pre-roll in my pocket. Okay, life gets too chaotic. Queen Herbie, y'all gotta listen to her. She good. You know, some good music now we out here in the country. Okay, hold the hell on. This is what I'm talking about. I'll be out here. There's too many damn Trumpies over here. I just try to go out here and get some peace and quiet. And then we got all the Trumpies out here. I don't be trying to get all the Trumpies. Yeah, I can't be stopping out here. You gotta keep going. That's what I'm saying. Once you gotta keep going up out here. You can't be stopping. I ain't stopping out here with the Trumpies. Okay, I ain't playing with none of these Trumpies out here. No Trumpies, no trumpet. I ain't finna play with the hoes. I think I'm almost at the end of this. It's a feeling. See, and like you just feel. I don't know, like. It's by sitting there acknowledging that you feel the things that you feel. And it gives you a sense of self. It gives you a sense of, okay, well, I'm not crazy because I felt that. I'm not crazy. I felt that. I feel things sometimes. And when I was a kid in the little elementary school's house, they used to talk about me, my laugh changes. I was like, yeah, it does that sometimes. And it was one of those things where it was like, they would still be like, how do your laugh be changing? Yeah, it does that sometimes. I have a different laugh. Every now and again, I have a different laugh. They're like, well, how is that? Ain't that? No, that's just what, hey, I grew. This is the laugh of this time. That's just what it is. This is what I'm doing for this time. I've worked a lot of temp jobs, you know. I don't, it's not an automatic, oh my goodness, it's so sad to see you go. What do you mean? It's one I ain't planning to spend the rest of my life doing this shit. I ain't planning to spend the rest of my life, I just plan to spend my whole life in an office. I didn't plan to do that with my life. I never wanted to do that with my life. That was a stepping stone to get where I need to do, so I didn't have to do that anymore. That's the whole point. We do these, you know, like there's some people who are happy with doing what they're doing. There's some people who are just happy. And it's like to sit there and say that, oh, well, you must not be happy because you're doing this and that over here, you got this, that over there, or something that's going on. That just doesn't even make sense to me. Because it seems to me like those people who got like a bazillion things that they're trying to do are the happiest people because they're trying to honor as many parts of themselves as possible. Instead of just throwing it all away and just letting someone else tell them what to do. That's the difference where the religion comes in. Right? It's when you throw everything about yourself away, the individualism away, and it just becomes, oh, well, this person wants me to do this, and this person wants whatever they want me to do. And it's not a balance of it, you know? It's got to be a balance of it. And I think that's where we really come in at, is that you got to also listen to yourself, too. In that's how you develop a sense of self, and a sense of, okay, so I'm gonna do this and this, whatever, blah, 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 you know, honoring where it's like when you're being, it's like when you're honoring what you feel like you've told your inner self or your higher self has told you to do, versus when you're honoring what everybody else has told you to do. It's a big difference. When you're honoring what you're being told to do, and honoring who you are as a person, or honoring all the different parts of who you are as a person, it may seem like it's crazy to people, because like, well, you're not just following the grain. I just don't understand. How are you not just doing what everybody else is doing? Because I don't feel like I was told to do that. You can do what everybody else do. I was told to do something else. Okay? Y'all had that? Bye. I was told to do something else. So, I'm going to do what I was told to do. Okay? Because you're not going where I'm going, apparently. Because if you weren't told to do this thing, you going in whatever direction you're going in. I hope that works out for you, and I hope that's well. I'm going in whatever direction I'm going in, and I'm trying to get there very, very studiously and graciously. Okay? Like, I don't know. I don't know how else. I really don't know how to describe. When I say these things, they're not shots, they're not attacks, they're not comparisons. They're just, I've been told to do this thing, therefore I am doing the thing I felt called to do. And if that's not the thing that someone else is called to do, that's not the thing they were called to do. I'm not going to judge them. I'm not going to hate on them, whatever. They were called to do something completely different. I don't understand it, but I just release it. Okay, this is when the tie is broken, we're moving on. This is the part of life when this is the amount of time that we were meant to spend together in this lifetime, and that's just gonna have to be just the reality of it, and let it be. That's just the reality of it. Just let it be. Hey, now sometimes you are meant to spend more time with other people, and sometimes you were meant to spend less time with other people. It's all about how you feel. Do you have a positive feeling inside of yourself when you're dealing with such and such and such and such, or do you have a negative feeling? If you have a negative feeling, you probably shouldn't be, with such and such and such and such. But if you're having a positive feeling, which you with hootie hootie and wuddy wuddy, then maybe you're gonna have to stay with hootie hootie and wuddy wuddy. This is stuff my mom and my granny and everybody else had told me. This is stuff I, as far as for dealing with other people, I had to learn how to deal with myself by myself. But I think that's kind of the whole point, is everybody has to do that for themselves, right? So, what did I want for myself? What did I like for myself? What did I need for myself? I had to learn that for myself, and nobody else can tell me that. And I think that I was trying to ask people about themselves, and then wondering why what their stuff didn't work for me. And it was because it wasn't meant for me. I needed to find my own way and for my own things. But I did learn. I learned from what they did, and I learned that some of that stuff is not for me. That was for them. And me trying to participate in whatever they had going on brought a whole bunch of problems and a whole bunch of issues to my life that I did not need, and that have removed themselves upon those people being removed from my life. But it's become a thing. I don't know, and that's not like, and I feel like the people who think I'm talking about them are the people I'm really not even talking about, which is the thing. Like, I don't, like, you send just lots of love and light. You just send lots of love and light. And I send lots of love and light, but I also have boundaries. And I also am very strong in enforcing those, because I want to protect myself. And I will give and give and give, and I will give with respect and love and generosity and kindness. But also, this is some things that there's some things that I'm not going to participate in. And I respect that. When other people do that, I see other people do it all the time. I find it respectful. I'm like, okay, so I respect that you respect yourself enough to know that there's something that you just ain't gonna do. Okay. Hey. I don't know what that, I don't know who needs to hear what part, but I just think about certain people. It's like, okay, well, this is what I'm not gonna do. Word. This is what I'm not gonna put up with. Word. Okay, that's what we ain't finna do. We do something else. You know? I don't want to, I don't know. Like, I don't feel comfortable doing this. Okay, then we ain't finna do that thing. Am I back here again? Is this turn? Where's north? Is this the way I'm supposed to be going? No, that's south. Fuck. I didn't think so. And I should have. That's part of it right there. See, this is real time because I really sat there. Even with directions, it's the thing with directions. Because my brain said no, it's by where that Dollar General is, and I said, well, I don't remember the Dollar General, so I'm not gonna listen to that. And then I had to re-fuck myself up. I had to double check myself. Just right happened just at this moment. I'm talking about the things that I'm currently going through at this moment. So, like, it's a process, okay? It's not like a bam, and then all of a sudden, oh, you magically have become this person. Here we go. Did I do a time warp? Is this where I just came from? Did I just warp myself? Oh, Lord. I was talking about these damn portals. Here we go. Okay, so I love this camera, y'all. It make me. I tried Fenty Skin. I don't know if y'all had ever got. It's so good. I felt like I'm just radiating. Okay, Rihanna knows what she's talking about. Okay, she knows what she's doing over here. The skin product, y'all better get some of the skin line. Why am I advertising like I'm on the payroll? Rihanna put me on the payroll. Y'all better get me on the payroll, Rihanna. I need to be on the payroll, okay? Because I really do feel like I'm all glowy and stuff. Oh, shiny. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think I'm about done anyway. Because Lord knows I need to figure out how to get back to my apartment. This is my actual phone that I use. This is the recording one. This is the one I use. I do my recordings on for this. I don't know if you guys. I don't know if I mentioned this even. Before. I have a tarot channel on YouTube. It's called Living Shadow Tarot. It's where I do tarot cards. I have some in my purse over here. Hold on. That's my little case I keep. Don't be trying to curse my case now. But ooh, Six of Swords. How interesting. Oh, it was in the back of the deck. But yeah, so I do that there. I do talk more about this kind of stuff there in regards to they're kind of near personal situations. I just kind of read your sign and do that. Let me promote myself while I'm over here promoting stuff. Okay, that's what this turned into. Okay, so I do that over there. I do private readings. You can purchase a private reading from me. Like I said, I do life insurance, health insurance. I also help you with spiritual stuff. We can sit down and have a conversation. I do, if you don't feel comfortable with like the card way, but like I said, I do energy too, apparently, because I felt something and I had to say something. So we can sit down, have a 30-minute session with just the energy. You know, it's judgment free for that. It's all going to be on my website. It's all linked below. It's called the Shadow Site. I also have an archive that has the videos that aren't going up on YouTube, where I do a little bit more in depth of the teaching of the psychology of all these different things, because a lot of people, it comes to being too much when it's all just on the YouTube, I guess, as they not the whole. I mean, I have a whole show literally on Living Shadow. I have a whole show. I have a fog machine. It's kind of fun. I have fun. Okay, when I do tarot readings, I have fun. Okay, I'm into the whole mysticism. Okay, I get out the crystal ball. We have a good old time. Okay, we have a good time. Then let's see. I also am selling Zodiac shirts. They are available at the Shadow Shop too. I do make my own custom candles. Like I said, I'm into the witchy shit, so they are good candles. They're very good for healing. for getting some things accomplished, for going into the parts of yourself that you may be afraid to go into. I consider myself a shadow worker. I'm not necessarily a light worker. I do some light work. I'm a shadow worker. I go into parts where you may be too afraid to go into, and I handle or help guide you through it. That's such as what we're talking about today. That's really what it was. That's what it was. That was shadow work. We did shadow work. You just listen to a whole driving vlog about shadow work. How do you feel? Have you been enlightened? has the light shone through the shadows? Do you feel you have a new perspective? It's so. See, I can do this without the cards. See, I can do this without the cards. Okay, the cards are just for the cards are not really just for the show, but sometimes they tell you some things, or they help zero in on some people there too. What else was I gonna say? I talked about the shirts. There's Zodiac shirts. Talked about the personal readings you can get for things, the healing sessions, the shadow healing sessions. I do sell insurance. I mentioned it like 50 bazillion times by now. Yeah, I have a podcast. There we go. That's what I was saying. I'm missing something I do. I have a podcast called The Shadowcast. I update that whenever it gets updated. There's the most recent episode I had about guidance and control, kind of the difference between being guided to do something and trying to control something. There's things like that. God, I don't know. I have a Twitter. I don't know if I'm going to be on there too much. Like I said, I'm trying to not do too much social media. I get on there and I do whatever and I get back off. And I'm in the mode right now where I'm not trying to have it be all-consuming. Trying not to let the news be all-consuming. You know, I can only see the Congress has discussed the stimulus check again today for the last time. I can't. If something sounds groundbreaking or world-shaking, then yes, I want to tune in so I can be on top of that. But on the day-to-day, I don't know what's happening now. What's happening now? What's happening now? It's I don't know. It's like to me, that's not self-care to be that worried about other people all the time. Because then you're not worried about yourself enough. You gotta worry about yourself. I gotta worry about myself. I don't know what this guy's gonna do. He's gonna roll over this car. Okay. We better go over. Because he sure start walking. And I'm like, okay, I'm not finna be hitting nobody. I'm not doing no vehicular manslaughter out here. No, especially not with documentation. That's what we ain't gonna do. Oh my Lord. I think I'm done. I knew I should. I think I'm done. Bye, you guys. Let me go find my way back home. I gotta find my way back home, like little Alice in Wonderland.